Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jayla Koriyan, and today I have a topic advice video about credit, what is credit, building a credit, and some tips. So I found a site for you guys to go to after this video. It's called Credit Sesame, and basically this site is you can sign up for free and see your credit score, no credit card needed. It has a lot of personalized finance tips on the site. It tells you what good credit is. It ranks the credit scores by number, and it also has a place where you can look and see what credit cards you can be approved for, what loans you can be approved for. I really like the site. It's really easy to use, and I feel like it's so important to know what your credit score is and really start building it if you're a young adult like me. I know in schools, like in high school, I didn't learn these type of things about credit and saving money. It's something like my mom taught me, so I did want to bring my mom into this conversation and let her just talk about, credit and open up the conversation to you guys. I feel like this is a topic that needs to be talked about, but people don't really talk about it. So yeah. And I have my mom. My friends call her Miss Nikki. So since my mom is on this video, I just want her to give a little background about her education and all of that for you guys who may have questions about it. So mom, what's your education background? Where'd you come from? That type of thing.
Okay. Well, I'm no financial expert. I've just lived 41 years, and I've learned, and I've wanted to always do better. So I'm no expert, and we don't want to give any specifics for anyone, and I just want to start small for the young people. I have a master's degree in nursing, and so I'm a certified family nurse practitioner. You see us in the community in doctor's offices and things like that. I work for the United States Public Health Service. I'm an officer, and so I work under the Surgeon General. So that's pretty much so. No, I'm not a financial person. I am a nurse practitioner, but I just like to work with young people.
And a lot of my viewers are at the age where they're growing up, and this is a topic we need to talk about. So, Mom, what is credit, and why do we need it, and what is it?
Okay. Well, I think generally everybody knows what credit is. Everybody knows that you need credit to get your first apartment. You need credit to get a car. You need a credit to get credit cards. But I think that learning how to establish your credit is the issue. It doesn't just happen when you all of a sudden you grow up and you say, oh, I want a car. Then that's when a lot of people figure out what credit is. At that point, it's a little too late because young people, new people, everyone in the beginning has bad credit. No credit equals bad credit. They typically go together. And that's when you hear of a lot of people having to get people to co-sign for them. And that's just somebody to back them to say, okay, if they do not make their payment, I will make it for them.
Okay.
So that's a scary thing. Yeah. You have your bills and you co-sign for someone else to say that you're going to make their payment if they do not. So people do not take co-signing very lightly. Yeah.
Because it can mess up their credit too.
Or take away their money out of their pocket.
Yeah, because they have to pay it. What did you do with me for my credit?
Well, I did start preparing early. I want to say maybe around 16 or 15. I used one of my credit cards and I added Jayla's name to the credit card. And so therefore every time I made a payment, it was adding to her credit. Later, toward her, maybe when she started college, and everyone starts getting those cards in the mail. Basically, all the college.
Yeah, you go to college and then they have these booths like, get a credit card, get a credit card.
It's a disaster waiting to happen. But what I did do is I opened up her a card and I put me as a co-signer, put me on her card. So then what, you start using it for gas?
Yeah, I would use it for like gas. My mom would be like, okay, well, you can spend gas money on it. So I would only use it for gas. And then when I went to college, it was like, oh, you can use the card to buy groceries. But it wasn't like it was really my card. She like allowed me to spend what she wanted me to spend on it. And then she would pay it back.
Right.
So
I didn't give her the freedom of the card. So I was still responsible for the card, but I knew it was to build the credit.
Yeah, and I had no clue about credit. I'm just like, okay, my mom gave me a credit card. This is an easier way for me to, her to give me money or spend money. I didn't really know the back end of it until recently when we had the conversation about credit and why I need it. Well, recently we had the conversation because I went to Best Buy and Best Buy was like, oh, if you get a Best Buy card, you get like 10% off or whatever. And I'm like, okay, the guy was just talking. I'm like, okay, well, let's get a Best Buy card. So I ended up getting a card, and it came in the mail to my mom's house. And my mom's like calling me like, why did you get a credit card? I'm like, I got a Best Buy card. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Mom? Just got a Best Buy card. And then that's when the discussion came about credit and, paying back money on time and all of that. So if somebody wants to build their credit, how do you do that? It's not just like paying money back, but it's a certain way you do it to, build your credit.
Let's use easy numbers. So we're going to use easy numbers just because they're easy to follow. So let's say you get a credit card that's $300. So you have a card that's credit card is $300. I would say, I'm not saying that you're excited to get a card. You might use it. But then also have a plan of how you're going to pay that card down. And so once you get over the little excitement of you having your little card, then what I would like for you to do is to keep that card at only $100 on it.
Let's bring it back because you even confused me a little bit. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. You have a credit card with a $300 limit.
Yes.
Only spend $100 of that limit. You don't want to exceed the limit, and we're talking small numbers. Say you had a $3,000 limit. Only spend $1,000 of your limit. Keep it at $1,000.
Yes.
So don't exceed, because that's showing that you're responsible. Right. You're not going above your means. You know how to pay it back, and then when you pay it back, you pay it back of the minimum payments.
Right. Once you get to where your goal is, then you can pay the minimum
Start
payments.
paying the minimum payments.
But that same card that you got that was only $300 can turn into that $3,000 and $5,000 and $10,000
if you keep paying it back and showing that you're good. So yeah, I think if a person who is just getting a credit card, I think it would be beneficial to start just using it on gas or on groceries. I haven't been a big person of, well, this because my mom taught me, a big person of spending money I don't have. So whenever I spend money, it's because I have the money to spend it, but I've never really made a big purchase that I didn't have the money and I had to pay back. So if you get into the habit of, only spending money you have, you won't get into the dilemma of spending $3,000 on a credit card and then trying to, pay back $3,000 and you don't even have it. And that will show that you're irresponsible because you don't really have the money. You can't really pay that money back fast. And that's how your credit can go downhill because it's interest on, credit cards and loans that they get you. You think it's $3,000, this turned to $10,000, and then you have to pay all this money back because you was lollygagging with money. So, yeah.
I mean that's the biggest start. It's not even that everyone has their own dynamics. Everybody comes from different households. Everybody has had different experiences. So it doesn't even mean if your parents aren't guiding you that way, it's still going to come a time to where even if it's a secured credit card, and you've heard of those where they'll say that you go to your local bank and you have $300 in the bank and they say, okay, so we'll give you a credit card for $300. That's still, it's sort of like they're giving you a chance to earn credit.
Oh, okay.
It seems like they're not doing anything for you, but ultimately credit rules the world.
Yeah.
Everyone uses credit.
Yeah, even to get cards.
Credit.
And me and my mom were talking about this. You see the print ads that say like, with the cars, the 0 interest or what is it?
Like you'll see the commercials that's like 0 down, we'll pay your first 3 payments, payment $299. In the fine print, it'll say for credit scores greater than 750.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't everybody. And it's a little heartbreaking to go there and you really thought that you was trying to get a car that's $289 a month, and they come out and say, well, you can have the car for $540 a month.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah, and then I think a lot of people don't realize, you know, when you get in a house, you have to have good credit. It's like, as you get older, you start realizing, like, dang, I need good credit to get all the things that I want in life. It's not just, I'm just going to go get me a house, or I'm just going to go get me a car, or I'm just going to go get me a credit card. It's not that. You have to be, you know, these things have to be talked about so you know it. Like I said, I definitely didn't. As I'm getting older, I'm realizing, why is it so hard in life? Why is it so much stuff to be an adult?
That's funny. It is a lot. This is only a piece.
Yeah.
This is only a piece. But this is an important piece, and I hope you do. If one person gets something from it, then that's worth the torture of Jayla doing my makeup.
So guys, I hope this video helped you out in some way. In the comment section, let's keep this conversation going. Let me know if you're familiar with credit, or if you did something that messed up your credit really bad and then you had to get it back on track, or if you have any tips of what you did to build your credit. Let me know in the comment section. Also, make sure you head over to creditsesame.com to get your free credit score. The site could possibly help you start building your credit, and it's very easy to navigate. It has a lot more information than what was in this video, so make sure you go over there if you were confused about something. I'm pretty sure the site can explain it better, and you can look at your credit score and like look at credit cards and loans and just all that, so you can really get an idea of what credit is and what you can use it for and how much you can get with your credit score and that type of thing. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.